when he's challenged socially and emotionally, raises his anxiety, and he regresses to adolescence. So now you have an adolescent trying to parent someone who's not much younger than he is. You have a 14-year-old trying to parent a 10-year-old, for example. And so when he gets very reactive and calls them names, he has officially regressed to adolescence. His regression to adolescence, when he is anxious due to lack of social and emotional skills, that's a hardwired thing. It's unfixable. But on the other end, you have to set some boundaries in this case. You're going to have to be the tough person and set some boundaries and you want to have this discussion with him before the next event comes up. And this is another difficult discussion where you're going to set some hard boundaries, and that is when you name call the kids, it has high potential and even likelihood of damaging their self-esteem. And as their mother, when you call my kids names, you may as well just call me those same names. I'm going to draw a line in the sand with that. I'm not going to stand by and watch you destroy our children's self-esteem. And then you're going to have to go further down the pike with then not only having this tough conversation with him and knowing certain terms, being very assertive, but you have to be willing to follow through with some consequences if he goes against your command. There's not a wish or want or a hope anymore. I'm telling you that this is not going to go on. I'm not asking you to be okay with this. I'm telling you I'm not going to allow it. And you'll have to play hardball. You've got a choice. I can either not say or do anything that raises his anxiety, or I can protect my children. You can't have both. You can't, well, I want to have that conversation, but I don't want to be that assertive, and I don't want to raise his anxiety. That's a mismatch. That's not going to happen. You're going to raise his anxiety, and I want you to raise his anxiety. If you have this conversation with him and you don't get him out of his comfort zone, he's not going to be willing to change. If you have this strict conversation with him and use some of the lines that I gave you, it is going to push him out of his comfort zone. It's going to raise his anxiety. And he's not going to want to keep going through that conversation over and over again. And every time he name calls, you have that same conversation. That's what I'm saying. You're going to have to get tough. And you're going to have to be willing to go to war on this. Whatever consequence you have, it has to be a motivator to stop calling the kids names. It has to hurt. It has to hurt him, or he won't be motivated to change behavior. So you'll have to decide, am I going to tippy-toe around on thin ice for fear of raising his anxiety? And by the way, if it was about most other things just between the two of you, I might even suggest, maybe just go the extra mile, try not to raise his anxiety. But when it comes to verbal abuse to the kids, no. Now, that's a different ballgame now. I have worked with too many couples where she was more concerned about keeping the peace than protecting the children. It ends very badly. Let's just put it like that. As the adult child, it ends up very ugly for them.